Welcome to the homestead. Glad you're watching. Well, we're here this weekend getting everything prepared for us to leave on vacation. And I just wanted to point out to you this plant that I asked someone to identify, and someone did identify it for me. They say it's a goldenrod. And so I looked it up, and there are some municipal purposes for goldenrod, although it is not FDA approved. There's quite a few things. Can't exactly remember off the top of my head what they were, but this is a good plant to have around your property. So, in case of emergency, I do have my book of native municipal plants and how to make different tinctures and salves and whatnot. So we'll try not to disturb too much of these. Of course, when they're just growing in the middle of the property, you know, that's something. But there are growing elsewhere, and if I collect the seeds, I can seed them where I want them to be. Anyway, what I'm going to do today is mow. I'm going to get down some of the tall grass, so when we get back in 3 weeks, it won't be so terribly long. It's supposed to rain, not this. Okay, apparently I am allergic to goldenrod. Okay, maybe not allergic, but it did get me to sneeze. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, we're going to get down some of those tall grass. It's supposed to rain, not this week, but the following week. I wrapped my banana trees, and one of them did get some leaf damage from the cold that it did dip down to. And yet next week, into this week, it's supposed to be only 61 at nighttime through the night. I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm going to have to cover them, and I'm going to have to prep them for winter, because already there's the leaf damage, which let me show you. So as you can see, they're already suffering. Now the ones inside are perfectly fine, and the other one didn't get the leaf damage. So I'm not exactly sure why that is, unless it has to do with the location. It was blocked by the cold chill. I don't know. But one of them certainly did. And I did them both in the blankets, so the blanket wasn't the cause. Definitely was the cold. So I'm kind of worried about cutting them back, but I'm going to have to cut them back and cover the whole thing. They said to cover them in straw, but then cover them in plastic because you don't want the straw to get wet. I don't have straw enough to cover the whole thing. What they did was they put stakes in the ground and wrapped it in chicken wire, filled the whole thing with either wood chips or straw, and then wrapped the whole thing in plastic. It sounds kind of weird, and I hope it doesn't hurt the bananas, but I can't do that. But I can wrap it in the blanket and then wrap it in the plastic and see what happens come spring. The two that are inside the grow tunnel will not get wrapped like that, because obviously they're in a grow tunnel, but I will wrap the buckets with the blankets in order to protect the roots and the crown and the lower part of the stem, because that's what everything's going to grow out of. Anyway, back to my mowing. I'm going to mow and get a lot of these weeds down and get them tight to the ground, so when it does rain and then we come back, we don't have a bunch of tall weed grass. And anyway, let's just do that. Oh, one of the cats is at my feet, kind of wrapping around. Ow, 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 no, they're clawing. They're trying to climb up. Ow, that hurt. Anyway, I was hoping to get out here and get that lawnmower going before the cats figured out that I had disappeared, because they're following me all over the place. They'll run as soon as I start the lawnmower, but nevertheless, let's just get busy. Okay, if you watched a few videos ago, we took some of the bad wood that had gotten watered down and just kind of destroyed and cut them, and then made a kind of a parking spot for Lee's truck up front, and so we could avoid the mud when the rains do start. Left all the crap wood laying around, so I've picked up all the crappy wood, put it up against the pallet stack, except for the one, because there was a bunch of fire ants. So I sprinkled the fire ant killer and put it back down, and I'll come back and pick it up here in a little while. But I'm going to go ahead and mow, and after the end of the mow, I'll pick up the wood, put it over there, and then continue to mow that section. That seems the best route. And I just put the excess lumber on top of the pallets as well. I don't know if you could see that. So anyway, let's get back to this mowing. Okay, got around the pond and went around that tree. Got some sticker scratched right under my armpit. It hurts really bad. It was with a boat art tree. If you remember, they have the teeny tiny little ones. Oh, our Stowe's right here. Stowe's a good boy. Stowe doesn't like to be picked up, but loves loving. Anyway, I can't go any further because Lee's working on the tarp, which you'll see in another video, and I'm going to go ahead and take a break and dust some of this dust off of me. And oh dear, Stowe is not afraid of the lawnmower as Stowe climbs on top of it. So like I was saying, I'm going to go get a drink of water, and I'm just going to wait just for a little bit and till Lee is ready to move the tarp. If he's not ready to move the tarp in the nearest future, then I will turn off the lawnmower blades, cross over the electrical wires, and mow the front side of the property. But or maybe I could even cross over the hose and go up around the garden and lumber area. It's not super long over there. Mostly it needs to be weed-eated around the furniture, around the lumber, around all the grow boxes. The weed eater's the way to go with that. And I probably will get to that, but not right now. Now it's a break time, and then we'll finish mowing when I get back. Okay, Lee's tarp's still in the way, so I'm going to go ahead and start mowing this section right here. There's a lot of things on the ground I'm going to have to move. Especially just right here, which may not show up in the camera, but and that's the thing, when I'm mowing, You're not seeing every inch of what I'm mowing because I make circles around, and then so I'm mowing sections that get me back to the camera section. It's the only way I could do it without moving the camera 1,000 times. So anyway, that section I just got done mowing, that's still real high. That's the part we've dug out for the pond. That's going to have to all be weed eated because it's all uneven terrain where we've dug. So we'll have to take care of that with the weed eater. And if we don't get around to it, we don't get around to it. But that's my hope. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the things that we've left on the ground right here near this tree. It's on that side of the tree. And then I'll get to mowing this section right behind me. Okay, well, it's starting to look nice. Like I said, I need to get a weed eater around the garden beds and around the wood pile because I can't get up close enough, and there's areas where I just can't get to with this lawnmower. A hand lawnmower could get to certain areas, but the weed eater is just as fine. Sure appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Don't forget to like, because apparently liking is really good for the algorithm as well. Anyway, God bless you all. And we'll see you next time on the homestead. Bye-bye now.